Hey you guys, PGD here. I hope you're all doing well. This is just going to be a quick lip swatch video, some new colors that I picked up from ColourPop. The first one I'm going to start with, this is the only one that I'll do on screen, the swatching piece, because I just need you to see how opaque this is. This is from their Glossy collection. I had no intention to get anything from their Glossy collection because I've seen quite a few videos and to me it just looked like a gloppy mess. Not just that it's sheer, but sheer in some places and opaque in other. It just, overall, the swatches looked odd to me, except for this one, which always, not only is a beautiful color, but seemed to come through for people. Let me give you regular doe foot applicator. Let me just give you a swatch on the hand. Look at that. Look at that. If you follow me on Instagram, I did do a swatch on my Instagram story. I'm just going to use one swipe of the wand. I just want you to see, I'm zooming in, how opaque this is. Check this out. Look at that. That is like, oh, look at that. I know I pressed my lips together, but still, look at that. Look at that. Gonna come out so you can see me. Now this is a glossy I can get with. So this is, oh, I didn't even tell you the name, Cheat Code. Look at Cheat Code. So, and it's a glossy. Of course, it's going to transfer all that stuff that you would expect. The wear is really nice. It does not feel like super tacky on my lips. It feels like if I were to hold, let's see, a little piece of tissue, would it stick? Yeah, I feel like it would. Yeah, okay, it sticks, but it feels like a creamy kind of gloss, if that makes sense. It doesn't have like some you could barely roll your lips apart. That's not this. It feels nice. I do like this gloss because I don't like things that are like extra tacky. I don't get that at all from it. So Cheat Code is really good in my book and super opaque. Look at this. Cheat Code. Now here on to the other colors. This one is Sookie. It's also a glossy finish. And just like what I showed you with Cheat Code, I'm just going to swatch it on the hand now. Just like I showed you with Cheat Code, I only put, oh, I could go down the bottom so you could see it entirely. I just used one pull from the applicator, took it out of the tube, applied it on my lips. I didn't go back in. This is it. This is Sookie. And it's a gloss. Now, when I purchased this, when I saw it online, I didn't realize it was gloss because I think they had it under some other category. Or maybe they just had it with their lippy, something. Anyway, I purchased it thinking it was not a gloss. I thought it was a matte, but it's totally fine that it is a gloss because it looks like this. Really nice. Now, let me just tell you about the glossies. As they wear down, now, first of all, I already told you they transfer. But I feel like they wear down in a really nice way. I've seen my own lips where after a couple hours I look in the mirror and it's still looking, especially Cheat Code I'm thinking of in particular, as opaque and as brilliant as it did when I first put it on. There are other days where after like drinking, you know, from a water bottle and things like that, the color starts to diminish, but that's, you know, expected. Pretty obvious there. So Cheat Code up here and Sookie down here. Sookie and Sookie on the lips. It looks really glossy. But again, it feels nice and buttery. So yeah, so those are the only two glossies that I've purchased. And now we'll get on to the matte and the two free colors that I got. Wait till you see those. This one is Hutch. It's a matte. I just put it on so it's still wet. I'm going to swatch it on the hand and it's going to be next to Sookie. So you'll see how these two compare, but one is a glossy anyway. So this is Hutch. It's a matte. It hasn't dried, but in either case, I really like the color. It looks great like this. And there we go. This is Hutch. I didn't have any issues with it not being opaque enough. Or why is ColourPop able to get colors that are deeper in shade to apply evenly on the lips, whereas some other brands that charge way more than ColourPop, it's like an issue that you kind of expect when you're dealing with darker colors. Like, oh, it's a little patchy, but I can fix it. I didn't have to do anything to this. I literally just put it on. I know the bottom looks darker than the top, like it's not all dry yet. And I may have had, I don't know, the first time taking it out of the tube, it may have been more of a globule. And then going to the top, you know, it wasn't as much. And I didn't flip it to the back side of the doe foot. So, you know, whatever. But still, it's not patchy. It looks good. And this is Hutch. So I'm just going to come back when it's completely dry. No drying time needed. I just looked it up. Hutch is a satin. Because I was going to tell you, and I may have already said it in the clip, I'm not sure, that I was going to say, oh, this must be a second generation matte, but it feels more like a satin because it acts like a satin and it transfers. Yes, Hutch is a satin. So no drying time required. This is a satin, which is why it transfers no matter how long you have it on, but it's still on your lips. So it doesn't matter that it transfers. Hutch. Oh, so cute. Hutch Sookie cheat code. All right, on to the next. Next, I'm back with Dukes, and this is a lippy stick. I haven't purchased a lippy stick in a long time. This is it. So you know it's a matte. This is one of their matte lippy sticks. This one actually is a matte lippy stick. But if you recall, their lippy sticks, even though they're matte, they really look like a semi or demi kind of matte. Like it never used to really, I mean, you would have to wear it for a long time for it to really dry down to look like that dry kind of matte. But otherwise, this is pretty much it and how it's going to stay. You can see it on my hand down here. So this is Dukes in comparison to Hutch, which is a satin, Sookie, which is a gloss, cheat code, which is a gloss. But yeah, this is Dukes. I can even make it darker. ColourPop plays that way where you're able to darken it up. There we go. I like it. So this is Dukes. And it's a matte. And now we're getting on to the last two mattes. And these were the two that I got free in two separate orders. All right. This is Love Bug. It's like a burnt orange. It's one of the colors that was offered for free. And I snagged it. So here we go. This is Love Bug right here. Okay, and this is Love Bug on the lips. I was going to say it's wet, but I can already see it's drying, and that's been, I have the stopper going. It's less than 20 seconds, and I'm getting very little, if anything, off. So let me try here. Look at that. So it's already dry. We can stop that at the 20-second mark. Dries very quickly. It's typical of other ColourPop mattes. Love Bug. Burnt orange. There we go. All right, and the last one, which is my absolute favorite, and it was also free. Check it out. This last one here is called Notion. It's also a matte, one of the ultra mattes. I'm wearing it wet on the lips right now. It should dry just by the time I finish doing this swatch. Typical doe foot applicator, all of that remains the same. It's like this luscious, delicious berry. I'm so surprised that this was offered as a free color because now both Love Bug and Notion are part of like their new collection, so it's no longer free, because they said initially during like the Labor Day weekend when they had this option where you could get something for free that they would just do these as like limited time just for like the Labor Day time, and nope, now it's here. Notion is a part of the collection as well as Love Bug. I guess they saw the really good response that they got from it, but check out these two other free shades, Love Bug and Notion. And I really feel like Notion is just super beautiful, perfect for fall or any time of the year, because I really don't go by those standards of what you wear during which season. I purchased it, I can wear it whenever. So this lip, like a berry color, really nice. And again, it's a matte. So these are the shades that I picked up recently from ColourPop. First two are Glossies, Cheat Code, Sookie. Then we have Dutch, which is a satin. Then we have, Hutch, which is a satin. Then we have Dukes, which is a lippy pencil matte. And then we have Love Bug. And then we have the final one, Notion, which I just put on. And it kind of looks like a little demi matte there, but this is pretty much the color what it looks like when it's completely dried down and been on for a while, but it does feel comfortable on the lips. I like it. Everything else is typical ColourPop. The packaging is already coming off. You can see this silver fading. That's just the name of the game when you're dealing with ColourPop. I think in time they may address the packaging and make it a bit better, but anyway, I'm loving these shades. Look at this. Look at that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.